My ancestors just be wanting me to say anything. No, just playing. They be trying to tell me such and stuff, but um, oh yeah, this situation. I'm gonna tell how people how they can order stuff from certain supply stores and put stuff in your yard. They can put dust in your yard, and it'll choke you. It'll choke you to death. You be hawking up stuff all the time, but it's only because of your yard. I heard people say, like, they can't lie to me. My ancestors be body jumping. They'll say, yeah, they try to, they'll kill you. They'll kill you now. They got stuff in there to kill anything in your house, even a human. They'll say stuff like that. Uh, this stuff right here damaged a lot. If it's for the normal person, but hell, I've been growing up. Shit, see, I grew up in it, so I just know about this stuff. And like radiated fluid in your food, battery acid, um, just all sorts of stuff they could put in your food. I started getting better when I started cooking my own food and washing my food. I started getting better a lot faster when I started doing that. But like I said, this took years, y'all. This took years of this took years of experience. I didn't even know I was going through it till, like I said, a doctor pulled me to the side and told me, you might need to watch what you're doing, watch what's going on around you. And at that time, when they said that, I started noticing the energy in people. One minute they like it, next minute they don't. Like it's a switch, like a little button, a literal button, excommunicado button. And press that button, pow, and everybody switch on. And now my brother that got murdered started noticing that before I did, which was amazing, cause he died at 21, and I'm just not noticing it. You see what I'm saying? I told you we were two high priests. He was just light years ahead of me when it came to this gangster stuff, though, for some reason. But well, at least when after I woke him up, he was just awesome. One of the best soldiers I ever built. I felt like I ain't built him, but we would raise up each other being soldiers. You know what I mean? But he was on top of this. So what he did was what I'm finna have to start doing myself. He just adjusted to it. He treat people the way they treated him all the time. I mean, and for the most part, they treat us bad. So he kept that attitude. Was that what took him out? I wouldn't know. Seeing how heavy the gang stalking really is, probably so. Cause these is kind of gang stalkers that have suicide bombers. You know what I mean? So yeah, probably so. Um, just to know you being attacked your whole life and women get turned out around you, um, and your fellow mate, your men, your friends, that get killed, you know, uh, shit. It's like they women get paid off the stress of my like these women. Like when my women get turned out, immediately I know to let them go somehow. But if you don't let these women go, their vibration changes. And they'll nag. They'll nag you in the corner and kill yourself almost. That's why I said a man rather be on the roof of his house than in the house with a nagging woman. For real. So I saw women nag. I saw women get on their men nerves so bad. The man shoot them, shoot they self. The damn woman still live, nagging. You know what I'm saying? But uh, it just be crazy like that. And it's like these systems, these cult systems, or whatever they are built to sacrifice the poor. It ain't really got nothing to do with color. Cause once you're in the poverty, you're in the poverty. It ain't got nothing to do with color. They sacrifice the poor though. People come up missing. You see people that, homeless, you know, that, all they got their bank or whatever. They wind up missing. Be healthy people. One time a person showed me or told me about a list. And they were telling me names that was on it. Oh, crazy, it's crazy, y'all. Oh, everything real. Everything real. Everything you see on TV real, you might want to say. But living through this stuff and finding out uh, what's been going on is misery. For not even me, I feel bad for those people because, like I said, you gotta sacrifice your life to look at somebody else's life. Because these people live in worse shape than I am in this box, in this cube. And these people, it don't matter where they in the world, they somewhere boxed up looking. And you gotta be on upper drugs to do it. So you on drugs. You gotta be on some kind of upper drugs, sit there at a screen like this and watch somebody else's life all day, every day. You something on you got something going on. And you either don't want to face something in your own life. So it's something terribly wrong. But like I said, they put this stuff around your house. They can put out it's some dust stuff that I think keeps sets away. Let's see, confirmation. There's some stuff they can spray in your yard to keep sex partners away and stuff. It's amazing how deep this stuff really go, y'all. And these old people really want to be doing it and shit behind closed doors like they can't stop playing. But it ain't that. It's that their heart's seared and they just sending themselves to hell. It's like, okay, you gonna do dope. God send you everything in your life to change your life for the better, but you still want to do drugs. Okay, well, God give you over to the drug now. So he drop your ancestors, drop you, let you go. Now this sudden good feeling off this drug, no matter how much of this drug you do, it's just like the drug keeping you up now. Like you feel like a normal human, except you need the drug. So you gotta get on this drug when you get out the bed. Get on this drug when you go to bed, even if it's an upper. That's even worse, right? You gotta get on an upper before you go to bed. Wow. So um, that's a sure sign that God gave you over your sins. So I said now, y'all, I'm using the drug for example because it was one of my issues, but this goes for anything that you commit adultery toward God toward, like sex. Anything you gotta have it with. Sex. Let's say you do sex the right way, but you sleeping with the wrong person. That person sleeping with everybody. That person bringing in all that karma onto you then. That's even worse. So guilty sex. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, your ancestors drop you, and now you just keep going to this person. You done had all these good opportunities and stuff, but you keep going back to this person right here. And when you go back to this person and you go back to the new energy, it's like the new energy just fade away. You know what I'm saying? Because you bind it now. You bind it to that person. Same with drugs. You get on drugs. You know what I'm saying? You keep going back to the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get when you went about drugs, you know, you get excited again. So, you know, um, you get on your little drugs, whatever, and you just keep going, you know, keep doing the drug, keep doing the drug. God give you all these opportunities to get off the drug, get your life back together, and you choose not to, you choose to say hell with all them opportunities and stay on the drug. So God get you over to the drug. Now you need a drug to wake up, go to sleep, socialize with people. So you gotta break communication, go in the bathroom, zip up again, come back out, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Everybody notice it, but you, then you get really geeked up. You zip, 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 zip. Now everybody wants you to stay off around. Cause your brain, now it's the signs of brain damage. You know what I'm saying? Cause you keep running your damn mouth. Uh, so the drugs, after a while, drugs itself get embarrassing, period. It don't matter what drug you're on, really. You know, even marijuana, for me, I definitely need to leave marijuana alone for a while. I just have to, period. I ain't got to. My ancestors ain't saying nothing about nothing like that. But I just don't like it's a certain other feeling that it always gave me that I ain't never been too fond of. So I stopped for a while, built up a tolerance, you know, for weed. But like I said, other drugs, though, it's like, it's something, I don't know. You just know, like when you quitting it. Like me, I tapered off all the drugs. It was better to taper off for me. So when I tapered off, I got to look back at how I used to act on the drug through other people and see. You look at even the coolest person that was on the drug, and when you start being sober, you when you start being sober, you realize the drug. Um, when you see it in somebody else, and you looking at one of the coolest person you thought that was doing drugs, that got away with doing drugs, but now that you sober, you looking at this person like, man, he embarrassing or she embarrassed, and now you realize that how you probably really looked it when you went home or to a sober class of people or whatever. So you know, it's stuff like that, and when you start to realize this and say no, like when you go to drugs, I mean, people won't, when you tapering off, people won't give you credibility. No, they're going to always consider you being the same, whatever. But you done went from doing ounces or 8 balls and you ain't doing nothing. You done dropped all the way down to considerably nothing at all, like a half a gram. And they say you're going to buy that every week, 1 gram. It's still good, and you gotta notice that it's good, but you still gotta quit. So you go. What you need to realize when you get to this 1 gram and you dealing with all these people is that you only doing this gram and they doing all these other grams. When you realize that energy gonna return to you, you know, somehow. So you gotta think when you was over there buying the drug, happy and didn't care, you was giving your energy to them people that was selling you the drug. Now you taking your energy back, and you can actually see this in effect because them people will start to I don't want to say decompose, but dissolve. They'll start to dissolve, and then you go back and you finally say no to the drug completely. You gonna really see the energy return to you, and you gonna even feel as if you done the drug. So, and that works for anything, y'all. Sex, everything. And when I started noticing energy like that, I had to stop and withdraw. Because melanated being people, we bad about feeling like we could take it. If we eventually, if somebody eventually ain't giving it to us, we could just take it. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. So, I started learning about energy a long time ago. Like, with all this black magic people throwing, I had to start. God taught me. I gotta say, God taught me black man. I ain't gonna say God, but maybe since I was solo vibrational, Satan taught me black magic to survive straight amongst all these people because I was already a targeted kid by my own family, you know what I'm saying? So I was already targeted. So I had to find ways of tricking these people and getting them caught in their own mess growing up, just like Home Alone, just like Macaulay Culkin. And I had to live that way. And that's why I love the movie so much. I thought the movie was absolutely wonderful, great movie. Um, but I realized over time I wasn't supposed to have to do all that. You know, I had to live that way. I still gotta live that way. Like I gotta notice who following me, cause they'll try to play buddy buddy too close, and them same people will try to slick kill me easily. You know what I'm saying? Accidentally or something. So it's like as long as I notice these people following me and still trying to entrap me and shit, I know to keep my distance. But now my attitude finna start changing around. I'll be afraid somebody finna start getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, they too aggressive. They done been harassed too long, and they done got away with far too much, and illegally. So, you know, the only thing at this point is somebody gonna get hurt, bro. If don't nobody do nothing about it, or if not worse, death, cause they was already riding too close anyway. When they was able to kidnap my son and get away with it, that was just abuse right there in every form of the nature. Then all the other attacks after that, that was just ruthless. I should have been dead, you know what I mean? But, and then you just don't know who to trust, period. So you rather eat something that's wrapped up like cereal or something most of the time. You don't really want to follow them. And my grandma was a great cook. And my grandma taught me a lot about cooks. Like, it was people use the same recipe as my grandma, and the food tastes totally different. I asked my grandma, what was that? And she said, yeah, it take a lover to cook, you know. You gotta have loving hands to cook, and it tastes good. You gotta be a lovable person. And I was like, wow. And that's another energy I could tell in food. And when these people cook and stuff, not saying they decent people, plus they males anyway, but still, I could tell the difference from when my grandma cooked. And that's in anybody's food though. Like even if I go to a restaurant, it's like it don't taste that good. It's because there ain't no love being in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody love their job private. Ain't no telling for what reasons. So it's just stuff like that, y'all. I had to pay attention, like weighing your food. Like food shouldn't weigh that much. If you see a plate, you know it shouldn't weigh that much, but it's heavy as hell. You know, all that's energy. Throw it in trash. You know, I had to grow up like this. I had to know this stuff. Now you get what I'm saying. Like somebody would have had to just take me out of this hood into a whole nother, out of this south node to a north node. Cause these are really just protection fields. So you gotta know who following you. You have to know who's following you. You have to know who following you in your house. And some of these people, especially when your family sacrifice you, that means your family agreed to it. That means you can't call nobody your family. And if your family is suppressing you to the point where you can't get your identity or nothing, they cook it for you on purpose. Like, you can go cook your own food and they throw it away and cook for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know this shit. So sometimes you don't know it. You won't know it unless you get dirty with them. Then you know they all working together. It just is what it is. That's how it is when you live in the hood, y'all. And in the slum. You can't just be out here ooh, just to do. And God loves you, you can, but you ain't gonna live long. I mean, it just is what it is. You probably would. God will take care of people like that, you know. But you better not even miss a beat with God, though. And it's easy, no offense or nothing, but it's easy to dwindle away from God. It's just as easy to dwindle away from God as it is easy for you to join Satan. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It ain't easy. It ain't hard to me no more. It's really easy for me. But and if I told y'all, you'd say it's easy, but it's hard as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Because in order for this easy to work, you gotta drop all the evil. You gotta drop all everything that's of evil in any kind of caliber in order for this good to work, right? Even this easy good you do. So it's like a balance in nature or something. It's crazy, y'all. That's why it's best to sit still when you've been attacked like me. And maybe somebody help you if they thought God gonna eventually help you. But God, he reconstruction the floor plan. So it don't matter if you get help or not, really. I mean, if you get help, like me, if I got help from anybody and not these particular beings that God won't say I can't get help from, it's still gonna be dangerous for us. You feel what I'm saying? So it's still gonna be dangerous for us. But if I just wait on God, it'll be safe for everybody. Because God reconstruction the floor plan, like anybody who was in higher position that let these attacks take place is being taken out of their families and stuff, and they getting the point, they getting the picture right now. It's like, damn, we gotta stop something. 60 people done died already. You know, you know what I'm saying? That's a short window of time. And then not counting the people who done lost their minds, people that lost their health and all that, and some of these people want the money. They looking like now they don't even need, if they got the money, they would have to give it to somebody that they love, because they in that bad of shape and condition. So it's like I'm watching people decompose, dissolve, and everything else, and that's another reason why I told the new energy don't come in this energy unless you're gonna help fight against this energy, because this is some dangerous ass energy. We at war here, it's spiritual war right here, obviously. And praying and meditating is the best thing we can all do. Well, to me, everybody always got, which is true. You read the Bible and tell which part we living in. But to me, at this moment in time, I feel like the whole world, is living in that revelation part where it said everybody got to be praying at this time if you want to win wars and stuff. And in order for your prayers to be heard, you gotta be vibrating high. For me, you gotta be vibrating high. I had to let go of everything I love, and that's for me again. That's when the Bible talk about all these sacrifices. Truthfully, that's what it is, you know. And once upon a time, somebody might have had a lot of love for their kids, so God was like, "Well, sacrifice your son to me, and I help you, son." God want to see if you're gonna put His love before any of that man-made stuff, right? So in my case, I love drugs. I ain't have a problem with drugs. I was great at moderation with drugs, so I had no reason to quit drugs. But I love drugs, so I sacrificed drugs for God, and boom, I got these miracles and stuff. But drugs for me is like better than sex. You know what I'm saying? At this moment in time, cause what you gonna sleep with that good sex with? You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a rough ass sex. And then not only that, you gotta deal with all that DNA she been sleeping around and shit with all these multiple parties. And then you basically, long story short, you gonna argue all the time. So instead of keeping that ratchet nagging ass woman at your house, you can stay by yourself and do drugs. That's what I did. Shit, cause I was surrounded by whores and prostitutes and people who hated themselves. You gotta hate yourself to watch somebody else to try to make them hate themselves. I don't look like none of y'all over here. Me or my twin. Oplet. The other one look kind of normal though. Me and that other one. All the flying don't look like nobody that. Worm head ass. Boy. Somebody said something funny in the Astro the other day. They said, Saint Glove, ask Saint Glove. They said, ask Saint Glove over there. Bro, I busted out there when they said that shit. Saint Glove. I said, my ancestors be tripping me out, bro. Like, these jokes you ain't never heard before, bro. Old Saint Glove over there. Damn, bro. I'm like, these ancestors are wild, bro. Somebody got dropped, though. Bad. Somebody went to hell the other day, now. Somebody got drilled to hell, or somebody fell from grace. And to the spiritual team, to the tree, family tree, y'all, we can feel that when somebody like me and Shawty right now, y'all really want to know the biggest issue. I can't really explain in depth because I don't want to misguide nobody, and because I don't really get this part yet. Cause like I said, until I can write it, I don't really get it. But me and my flame is sharing a receiver, so you can only imagine that. So all that she put herself through in secret, I automatically know it. And before I met this girl, I thought these dark shadows was on me. I was fighting this for my whole life. And I didn't know I was in close proximity with my flame the whole time. That cult did, that group did though. And I could feel everything she do to her body that's unnatural. And by God putting us in contact with one another, immediately I got it and I was able to separate that darker half of me. And that's why it was so much easier for me to heal. It was like I couldn't heal completely because I kept feeling like I was some kind of other type of person. You know what I'm saying? But then when I met my friend, I was like, oh, this is your energy. You can have this back. You know? this belongs to you, you right here. You know what I'm saying? No. I knew it wasn't me, God. Thank you, God. I was for real, bro. So it was a good thing we met regardless. Because I was totally perplexed, confused, bro. I couldn't get it, bro. I was like, what is going on? And then I realized it was her. So it was great that, you get what I'm saying? I could have healed completely and still wouldn't have been able to combat that area in my life. So some of y'all out there probably met y'all flame. Like for me, it's one of you yin, one of you yang. You ain't supposed to be good anyway. If anything, you could be friends. It's a possibility you could be lovers, but I don't think that be the real case in that situation or something. Because one of y'all yin and one of y'all yang, one of y'all the total opposite of each other. And I'm already born in a low vibrational state. And like I said, it's like a swing in a way. It go from dark to light when you find your flame. No, never mind. And then I think somebody said you can have up to 12 flames. I don't know, y'all. I need to get with the Astro about that stuff. But I know it do swing. For me, it's like it swing from Anubis to Ra. The energy do. So I was going from low to low. I was already vibrating low. So I started off in a low vibration, which would have been on Anubis side probably. Not saying that's bad or good, just saying one yin, one yang. So, okay, that makes sense. That's why the other one so, hey. You know what I'm saying? It takes to get used to. That's all, y'all. It's beautiful either way. There's nothing wrong with none of them. But that little monster ball. Mm, I got to understand ops and ages from God too, though. and Satan as well. So I got to understand, like, you know how you meet people who can do so much stuff and they still look beautiful or whatever. They do everything. And you be like, man, and then they have a group of people following them because they look cool doing it because they can do it all. But they are out. They probably are out for Satan. They a Pharaoh spirit. They're a Pharaoh spirit. So they basically are anchor that'll keep your ass to anchor you to head, whichever direction you feel like cool at, good or bad. You better know the difference, basically. And that's because that's like they're an angel and they can walk in that energy. And that's what their job is, to walk in that energy. And they're a Pharaoh, so they're gonna lead you to hell. They ain't gonna be damaged like you. You'll probably get old and die, and they still looking young as hell and telling you goodbye and shit. And still on drugs. You just gotta know your energy, y'all. Know God, pray, meditate hard.